And we're back here, your one free weekly stock recap show, only available on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. It is 25 August 2023, and I'm super excited to get into it today. First, super important disclaimer to cover right up front. These videos are all intended for education purposes only. Trade your own risk. 9 out of 10 traders loses money. 1 in 3 traders lose 90% or more. There's no guarantee you can make money with this strategy or any other strategy. Don't risk money you can't afford to lose. Results are not typical. We gotta fly ball. And it is out of here. Today's home runs were ELIQ, VFS, and HOWL. And we're going to bring up these charts right here so we can take a look what happened. Wow. 100% gainer on the day. That's cool. It all happened, looks like right in the beginning of the day, right in the first hour, which is not too uncommon. That is one of the most popular hours to trade in the day, so that's cool. VFS, this also looked pretty good today. ELIQ, looking at the daily chart, it could have been just like a one-day trend here, so I don't necessarily know if I would have held this overnight if I did see this today, which I didn't even see while the markets were open, but it traded 46 million shares, and there's only 12 million outstanding. So I'm interested to watch to see what this is going to do tomorrow, but I really have no idea. I'm kind of excited about it. VFS is the other one. Like I said, this looks pretty good on the daily charts, breaking higher. HOWL is Werewolf Therapeutics. This has kind of low volume, so I'll probably avoid that. GES, this is about to break out stock. It could go and it's inside the park. GES, okay, this chart looked good. Looks like a classic kicker pattern here. Broke out of these previous relative highs like in the last few months. Still got some resistance up here at the $24 level, but if you can break that tomorrow, I'm excited to see what Guess can do. It's really got me guessing right now. TDCX, this doesn't look as good, doesn't quite have a million shares traded, but also it looks like a downtrend on the daily chart, right? You got lower lows and lower highs here. Here's like a high and here's a high, and then you have a low and a low here. It did bounce nicely on some good volume, so I'm interested to see what this can do, but it's not my favorite stock right now. Now let's get into the IR list. These are companies that just look a little scary, okay? RenB is Renovaro Biosciences, and it looks, oh, this is still about to break out. I was going to say, wow, it's on the IR list. So RenB was the last about to break out stock. That makes sense. IR list is Rito, which was down 82.93% today. Looks like it got halted a few times on the way down. Seems a bit excessive of a drop, but then again, like I don't know anything about this company. I know China's economy seems to be sputtering a little bit right now, and it's getting a little interesting because they're withholding some key economic data. So that's interesting in China, but also, yeah, this is what could happen to any stock. It doesn't matter what country it's in. It could just get crushed on a day like this when the markets are down. And now all of a sudden you got an 82.93% drop. Okay. OIG, this is a company that I actually thought was a good investment just a few years ago. Of course, when it dipped below $1, it was definitely no longer a buy here. It did reverse stock split too, so you can look into that news, but that's never a good sign for companies. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this company, but It's only valued at like 3.5 million. And I think this might not be factoring this 40% drop today. I gotta check on those numbers tomorrow. But that's the first IR stock. And then, oh, that's the second IR stock. And then SCTL, Societal CDMO. This really doesn't look that good. It's under $1. Although it's seeing some volume, but that's not necessarily a reason to buy. Even like somewhat decent recommendations is not a reason to buy. Okay. If it's a downtrend on the daily chart, probably best to just completely avoid it. And then I did want to talk about NVDA because it had blowout earnings and guidance. This seems to be going higher. It'll probably double this year from here. We've been tracking this company for years and years, okay? And it did spike at the end of 2021, and then it pulled all the way back to $110 a share at the end of 2022, and now it's about 5 times that, okay? So this thing can really move here, and we're definitely tracking this. And that's it for this the IR list. And now I'm going to get into the scouting report. I just talked about NVDA. Guess Build-A-Bear was on there. Had some good earnings. Records. I'm not going to get in too far into this because it was a down day in the markets, and there weren't too many great looking opportunities today. But it probably was just a down day, and some of these are going to rebound tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow possibly. So that's it for the scouting report. Now, if you are interested in gaining one of the most valuable skills that you can have in the world, completely change things for you to where you can retire much earlier and do what you want to do in life. I know it can be incredibly painful and frustrating starting out in the markets, though. So if you're a beginner or intermediate trader looking for that assistance from a trade mentor, then you can schedule a call at fridaytraders.com, and we can help you become a world-class trader here, okay? So happy trading until then, and I will see you next week. See you then. Bye.